Hello, it is warm. I am warm. I'm sweaty. I'm wearing my new Texas Chainsaw Massacre shirt. It is time for another book haul slash unhaul. I've actually got quite a few of both. What I do is I've got a big amount of space in the little closet in my new office, and I start the book haul books from one end and the unhaul books from the other end, and when they meet, that is when I do a book haul slash unhaul. So a lot of unhaul books, I did a lot of shelving, so I did a lot of deciding that I probably didn't need books and stuff like that. So we will start with those. First up, if you notice also a lot of like series, it's like if I decide to get rid of a series, I'll get rid of the whole series. So like, except for, so I'm getting rid of the Seven Realms books. I'm keeping the Shattered Realms because I love Evan. So I'm keeping those books, but the first series is gotta go, so. Let's go. First up, speaking of Seven Realms, I've got books 3 and 4, that is the Grey Wolf Throne and the Crimson Crown. Since these are in such great condition, these are definitely going to be like additions to the high school library because they're in fantastic condition. It's a whole series. Getting rid of them though. And then getting rid of We All Fell Down by Robert Cormier. I love this book, but I did just get a nice hardcover, so I don't need a little paperback anymore, so that'll be fun. Then I've got a book that I've had for a while. I won it from Goodreads. I loved it. Made me fall in love with this author. I've held on to it for a long time because of that, but I decided now I hardly remember what it's about anymore. So it was like a gothic, southern gothic kind of young adult. It's Servants of the Storm by Delilah S. Dawson. I remember I loved this book so much, and it is a fantastic book, but I don't need it anymore. I've got Inferno by Sharon Kenyon, getting rid of all these Nick books as soon as I run across them in my shelving days. So getting rid of this. A Killer Clown by Terry Sullivan with Peter T. Mikan. This is about John Wayne Gacy, but it's not like especially good. So there's that. It's like the Gacy book though. Then I've got an arc of My Not So Perfect Life by Sophie Kinsella. It's come out in February of 2017. I won this from Goodreads. It was good. It was fun. I think it was my first Sophie Kinsella book. And I really enjoyed it. I don't know why I've kept it around for just so long though, because I've gotten rid of like literally all of her other books, but whatever. Next is a book, I enjoyed it, but even back when I read it like years ago, I recognized that it was not a good book, but I just liked it and it had a lot of Lord of the Flies vibes. But that is Squeal by Enoch St. John. Like I said, it's not very good. I believe it's self-published. No, Poison Arrow, I think it's a small press, but it's not very good, but I enjoyed it because I had like Lord of the Flies vibes and stuff. I've got this cute little Tom Sawyer. I've got so many editions of Tom Sawyer, and I just don't need this one, I guess. I've got The Thirst by R.L. Stine, which is an R.L. Stine seniors book. I'm collecting Goosebumps and like Ghosts of all the children's ones. I don't really keep any of his like teen books, really, unless they're real good, which very few of them are, so. I'll read them, I'll enjoy them, I'll pass them on. Then I've got Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. I enjoyed this book, it was a good one. I own the movie, I can't wait to watch it, but I'm never gonna reread it, and it's taking up space. Then I've got Tex by S.E. Hinton. This is the movie cover. You got Matt Dillon on the front there. Love it, love to see it. Don't need it. I've got The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. This is one of the, I believe it's the third book. Is this the third book in the? Yeah, this is the third book in the Mistborn trilogy. I enjoyed the Mistborn trilogy, but I don't think I want to keep it around. And I did run into one of my incoming freshmen this summer, and he was talking about how he was currently reading the Words of Radiance series. I was like, well, maybe get this. You can get this. So I'll leave that to the school or something. Then I Shield 21 Volume 2. I'm getting rid of this manga series. It's fun. I only think I ever had like the first 2 or 3. They're really fun. Same artist here is the same artist who does One Punch Man. So it's good art. Got Needful Things by Stephen King. Got several copies of this. I don't need a paperback. Really at this point, any paperback of Stephen King, unless it's like real good, I don't generally keep around because I've got hardcovers and just better editions. So we don't keep the paperbacks anymore. I've got Insomnia by Stephen King. Same situation there. I know I have a hardcover of Insomnia now. I got The Girls by Emma Cline. This is an arc. It came out in June of 2016. I got this one from Goodreads as well. It's a Manson retelling kind of thing. It was very fun. I know I read it, my parents read it, and we all had a good time with it. Now I want to give it to somebody else to read. Probably Cece, my little sister will just take it, but whatever. Then I decided to get rid of another manga series. I really only keep the ones that I really, really love. And while I did really enjoy this one, I really enjoyed the anime a lot more. It made me bawl my fucking eyes out. That is Noragami. So I've got volume 6, volume 4, volume 3. This is the little fuckers who made me cry. Volume 2 and volume 1. I've got volume 5 somewhere too. I just haven't come across it. My shelving adventures. I'll get rid of it when I come across it. But I really, manga, I enjoy it. It's what most of this book haul is. But it is expensive, and so most of this is from eBay. Not these ones. These ones are from Amazon, I think. And so a lot of the kids really enjoy manga at the school. Got this one kid who I can talk Danganronpa with. It's fantastic. He's one of my favorite students. I've got an open spot right now, actually, because one of my favorites also has decided to switch schools. But anyway, not that one, thankfully. But it's expensive, and so I have decided a lot of my manga, like I think One Punch Man, I donated those. I donated some Durarara, and now I'm going to be getting rid of Noragami. It's the same thing as with iShield 21. So like if I'm donating a manga series where I have a lot of the series in order, I will just put them in the high school library. If it's just like a one-off random volume, it's just going to go in the free book stack, but otherwise that. Then I've got Come As You Are by Michael Azerrad. This is the official Nirvana biography, and I just know Cece's gonna take this, so pretty much I'm giving that one to my little sister. Then I've got the other 2 books in the Seven Realms series, books 1 and 2. So like I said, fantastic. They're really fun fantasy series. I really enjoyed the Shattered Realms a lot more than the Seven Realms though. So if you were kind of mad about that first series and you're not sure if you want to take on the second series, do it. It's better. We are 7 minutes in. We're not even done with the unhaul yet, dear God. I've got Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray. I think I mentioned in the last one, I'm getting rid of my Diviners books. I really enjoyed them. I only ever read the first 2. I never continued on. I probably will still at some point, but I don't need to keep the books. Okay. I've got these Dr. Harper books, which are just little self-published r/no sleep. We got I'm a therapist and my patient's going to be the next school shooter. We've got I'm a therapist and my patient is in love with a pedophile, and I'm a therapist and my patient is a vegan terrorist. So getting rid of these. They were fun, quick, easy reads, but don't need to keep them around. Then I've got this hardcover of The Chocolate War, and the thing is, I've had these 2 copies of The Chocolate War that I just have not been able to choose between. I've got this one, I've got a little paperback, and I've been thinking about getting rid of it, and it's like, I don't want to get rid of this paperback. I love this paperback, and I'm like, just get rid of the hardcover. So I'm getting rid of the hardcover. Then I've got Revolution by Jennifer Donnelly. It's a really fun book about the French Revolution, kind of time travel-y stuff. I enjoyed it. The First Bad Man by Miranda July. And this was a really good book. Probably not one I'm going to be putting in the library, but just one I'm going to be putting on the free book stack. Very literary. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I think it was one of my favorites of 2020. Not going to lie. Yeah, I read this in March 2020. So that. Another manga series that I'm going to be getting rid of as I come across them is Death Note. I've got volume 4 here. Death Note it's the anime manga for people who don't watch or read anime and manga, so I know a lot of kids actually really very much enjoy Death Note at school. Don't need this. I've got The Hospital Horror by Otto O. Binder, and I've just held on to this one for so long because it's just fucking ridiculous and I don't need it. Okay, Violent Ends by Sean David Hutchinson. He is the editor. There are like 17 different authors in there. I really enjoyed this book. It's a very unique school shooting book, but I've got a lot of school shooting books and I don't really need this one around. Okay, 4 more. Thinner by Stephen King. I have 7,000 copies of Thinner. I just keep reading them, but I have a Bachman hardcover, so I never need to keep them. Alright, Terrified by Kevin O'Brien. Thriller, kind of fun. The Dark Half by Stephen King. Again, 7,000 copies of Stephen King. And Honey Girl by Lisa Freeman. I really enjoyed this one. It's very interestingly written. It's just a good one. But I'm never gonna read it again. Now time for the haul. Like I said, it is mostly anime and mostly manga, because someone went a little crazy on the eBay. It's me. I have a new system in place now, so see how long that shit lasts. I know every time I've been editing, I'm mentioning like book wall shrinkage. I just put a little lull. So probably when this gets edited in 7 months, they'll have the little lull. But anyway, the first stack is actually has no manga in it at all. I've got first a book that I took from work that is Indigo Star by Hilary McKay. I remember reading this when I was a kid. It was like about a series about like foster kids or something like that. It's pretty fun. I've got a book I got from Amazon that is The Summer I Died by Ryan C. Thomas. I've just been really into like collecting myself some like splatterpunk, and I haven't read a single one yet. I got so much, so because I got a bunch of Richard Lehman books, and so I've been really interested in other really Gorno type stuff, and I've heard this one is just gnarly. Alright, then I made a book outlet order. I've got You Must Not Miss by Katrina Leno, which I've heard really good things about both this book and about Katrina Leno. Apparently she's a very good like contemporary-ish author. So I decided to pick it up. The rest, I think, that thrift books order was mostly just horror, because that's really what I've been into. I got Full Throttle by Joe Hill. This is a bunch of stories. It's got In the Tall Grass in it, which is interesting. I never watched that movie because we don't have Netflix, but yeah, I've read one book by Joe Hill. I read Heart-Shaped Box, and I did enjoy it quite a bit, so I've been meaning to get into more of his stuff. So I did see this one on there, so I picked it up. Got some Bentley Little. This is The Haunted. Again, I have seen Bentley Little everywhere. I have one book by him, or two maybe at this point. I haven't read one yet, but I decided to pick this one up because he is a horror writer that I do want to get into because he has such an extensive backlog. Right. Oh, I've got another young adult book as Invictus by Ryan Groden. This is a time travel one. It's one that I've been interested in for a long, long time, but I've just never picked it up. And I wanted to. I read The Walled City by Groden, and I didn't like it as much as I thought I was going to, but hopefully this one's better. Okay, and finally from that one, I've got Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky. I've been interested in this one for a while because it's like the man who wrote The Perks of Being a Wallflower decided to go and write a fucking 500-page horror novel, which I love. I love the idea of that. So I picked it up, saw it on Book Outlet. I don't know what it's about, actually. I just know that it's a horror novel by the guy who wrote Perks of Being a Wallflower. Then I pre-ordered a book and it came in, and that book is The Book of Accidents by Chuck Wendig. Oh boy, I love Chuck Wendig. I think the only book of his that I have absolutely adored was the Star Wars one, and that's because I'm not into Star Wars. But I've been waiting for this. I loved Wanderers. I loved the Heartland trilogy. I don't think I read the second Zeros book. I read Zeros. I really liked it though. But I'm excited about this one. This one's apparently more kind of straight up horror-y stuff. I'm excited. So I got that. Then I made a thrift books order. I made a couple of thrift books orders. I've got more coming in. But again, system. But I got Funland by Richard Lehman, which this one, I mean, like I said, I've been collecting a lot of Richard Lehman. I got that lot of books. But this one has like fair circus clown vibes, and that's what I like in general. I love it. Then also in that thrift books order, I got Eat the Evidence by Johnny Espy. This is about serial killer Bar Jonah, Nathaniel Bar Jonah, who was a convicted serial child molester, attempted murderer, and then he ate people. He ate the children, at least one child. So I just grabbed it. It looked fun. Then second stack, the other two books in that thrift books order were, it's called Too Fat, Too Slutty, Too Loud by Anne and Helen Peterson, which is a nonfiction. I get her website blog in my inbox every Sunday, and I think she's a really fantastic writer. I really like her. So decided to pick up one of her books. And then I've also got My Eyes Are Up Here by Laura Zimmerman, which is a young adult novel about this girl who's got giant boobs. That's what it's about. So that looked fun. So got that. And then we've got, really we're just going to kind of zoom through, because I've got the rest of this stack, and the whole next stack is just random manga. So I'm just going to zoom through. If I have something important to say, I will stop and say it, because I've got some of these that I'm really excited about. Most of them are just like, it happened because it's who I am as a person, but Mountain Dew. Okay. Okay. The Law of Weki, Supapa, number 6. We're not going to say title, not authors. this one, which is not in English, so that's gonna be super fun. Zombie Loan 6. Wonton Soup 2. The Live Wookie 9. This is an exciting one coming up here. Battle Royale 10. I kind of used to be way more into collecting and grabbing the Battle Royale mangas for a while. And then I kind of stopped. I never got all of them. I know I didn't have number 10, and now they're way harder to find than they were when I was 16. So now I'm like, when I saw that they had this one, I was just like, I gotta get that lot. So really what I've been doing is just like combing those lots to see if anybody is accidentally putting a Corpse Party 4 in there, because that's really what I'm looking for. But anyway, at least I got that Battle Royale there. Real Bout High School number 1. High School Debut number 4. Miki Falls Spring number 1. Rurouni Kenshin number 8. Dragon Hunter number 5. This one again, number 9. And another exciting one, we got us Bleach number 3. Bleach, I think I've got the first one and like a bunch of the later ones, but I'm really kind of collecting them kind of haphazardly. This is my first anime manga I was ever into, and so I just been kind of collecting them as I see them, and I had number 3, so that was fun. All right. Next stack here. Okay, Zombie Loan number 9. Ottoman Men number 8. Rise of the Yokai Clan number 7. Oh my god. Wild Ones number 2. Library Wars number 6. The Prince of Tennis volume 20. Naruto volume 52. Never was in, like I said, I was a Bleach girl. No Naruto, no One Piece. Monkey High number 8. And Monkey High number 6. A lot of these are ex-library, which makes their covers sturdy at least. This one again, number 11. Skip Beat number 8. Animal Land number 10. Blue Exorcist number 6. Del Toro Quest number 6. Animal Land number 9. Here's another Bleach number 47, which I don't believe I have. It's got Jin on the front there. Like I said, I have got a bunch of later ones, but I don't think I have this one, so that's good. Then another volume of number 6, Blue Exorcist. Then I've got another stack. First we've got a bunch of, I had to take a test, and then I rage bought books at Barnes & Noble afterwards, so I've also got another lot of manga under there. So the Barnes & Noble books, I got Patron Saints of Nothing by Randy Roubaix, which has been on my radar for a while. I think I entered a couple Goodreads giveaways for it, didn't win it, but it just looked really fun. I think it's about this kid this like Filipino-American kid, cousin gets murdered. Looks fun. Then I finally found a Nick Cutter book at Barnes & Noble that was not the Troop, and it's the one that I don't have, so that's good. So I got the Deep, which is like kind of oceany. I don't really know. I have Little Heaven in the book wall. I loved the Troop, so now I've got this one too. I'm excited. I've got Bleach Can't Fear Your Own World number 2. I've got number 1 a while ago. I haven't read it yet. These are little Bleach light novels. So there's text in there. I think there are 4 of them out by now. I saw 4 at Barnes & Noble. I only got 1 of them though. Then I was like, I've got all of the other Danganronpas except for number 3. I guess except for the later ones in the animation manga, but did not have Ultra Despair Girls. So got Danganronpa, another episode of Ultra Despair Girls number 1. I think there are 3 of these. Oh, my 8 is in here. So that's fantastic. But this is like the main game that I have no idea what's going on with it, so that'll be fun. Then, The Hellbound Heart by Clive Barker. This is what Hellraiser was based off of. And then a book that I got from Amazon. his Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. Again, I have like every book of his except for Paperbacks from Hell, which I do want, and Horror Store, and I have not read a single one of them yet, but I will. I'm just collecting. I feel kind of a kinship with Grady Hendrix because we are the only two people on Goodreads who have like read and reviewed the Horoscope books, and he had an actual reason to, but that's that. Oh my, that's gross. My nail broke. Oh, got rid of it. Oh, anyway, more manga. Bleach 2, again. This is good. I don't have number 2, I'm fairly certain. Peacemaker 2. Her Majesty's Dog 1. Peacemaker 3. Neguma Magister Negi Magi by Ken Akamatsu number 1. Number 1 of Yu Yu Hakusho. Number 1 of Bleach. Again, I have this one already, but that's fine. And these are really just porn, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty much, I flipped through them. There's a lot of boobs. And then the first book and only book in my last, not only book, there's more books, but the only book that came in my latest thrift books order. This bad boy by Frank Anthony Polito. So that should be fun. It's from 2008, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that is my latest book haul / unhaul. Like I said, I've got a new system now, but if it says LOL in front of my face right now, that means that I have given up. So we'll see how long it lasts, actually. It might, I think this one maybe has a chance of working, but I say that every time. But yes, that is all for today. I will talk to you later, and goodbye.